Alabama, Auburn. We've got Alabama 19.5-point road favorites, 55 the total in this game. There's a certain question about whether Alabama, is going to cover a number like this. They haven't exactly been, doing that lately. The LSU game, the Arkansas game, and now they're going on the road. They're just 1-2 ATS on the road this year,
Yeah.
Alabama. They beat up Mississippi State, but they barely beat Florida. They lost to A&M. So being able to cover numbers on the road is a little bit dicey to trust them. But at the same point in time, you've got Auburn now, 3 straight losses, straight up in ATS. They're struggling. TJ Finley wasn't the answer at quarterback against South Carolina. They lose that game 21-17 outright as favorites. Not exactly a ringing endorsement for them. It's probably a game I'm not going to have much involvement in. It's tough to lay this many in a rivalry. Auburn, you would expect at home, is going to bring their best, but the question is their best going to be good enough to even hang within 3 touchdowns with an offense that's, not exactly one we trust without Bo Nix, who's out for the rest of the year. Connor, what do you think?
Yeah, this is a tough one. This is Bama or nothing here for me. I knew that laying 8 points on the road, even if South Carolina is a good team, South Carolina beat them. I know it's a rivalry game, and Bama has not been the same team, like you just said, Ian, on the road. At home, they've just been dominant. But still, with Nix out, even with Nix, I wouldn't be hyped on it, but he's, the better shot at quarterback, I think. So I lean Alabama. I think they can beat them up here pretty easy. Roll Tide.
Yeah, and definitely worry about the Auburn defense has kind of fallen apart too in recent weeks, and you worry about
Yeah.
that with Bryce Young. And just, this receiving court keeps getting better. The Cameron Latu, the tight end's been good. Bolden, Jamison Williams, incredible speed. And, of course, fellow Canadian, John Mechie, who's had a huge role in that receiving core this year. Born in Canada, believe it or not, John Mechie. So good to see him doing well. He was behind Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle and all those great receivers last year on Alabama. He's like the 3rd or 4th option. Now he's one of the lead options at receiver this year for Alabama, and he's obviously doing a great job for them and for Bryce Young